Um, oh, look at that right there, ladies and gentlemen. We are here. Thank you all for being a part of this team. I'm so excited to be here. Let me do that again. Rewind. My name is Lion Flood. I sincerely appreciate you all for being here. I'm your coach, and you just don't know it yet, right? What do, you ask? I help content creators, podcasters go from feeling frustrated, overwhelmed, embarrassed of being on camera to feeling focused, to feeling confident, to releasing that anxiety to show up on screen and so that they can be at their best. And how do I do it? By giving out standard operating procedures to get you from point A to point B to get rid of the anxiety. Look at that, that rhymes. And so today I'm going to be telling you a little bit about why I use Ecamm. Yes, that's right. Ecamm, the most powerful content creating streaming service out there. Thank you so much, Ecamm, for being a part of this here and bringing this information to everyone out there. Ecamm. Yes. So, what am I doing today? I'm telling you why I'm choosing Ecamm. Right. I used to use StreamYard. I used to use OBS. VMix, not so much, but some of the other ones. But I'm going to show you why I chose Ecamm over the other ones, right? Now, to start off, this isn't a competition. I'm not trying to tell you that you need to use Ecamm because you can do a lot of these things in OBS, but it's just a little bit more cumbersome. What does that mean? Basically, well, Ecamm is similarly like a drag and drop system, right? And whereas in OBS and some other ones, you have to manually do some things, and I'll kind of explain a little bit of that here down the line. But I want to let you just hear a little really quick thing. You know what? Yeah. Should I play it now? No, I'm going to save it. You need to stick around so you can see exactly what I'm talking about. So, without any further ado, let's get ready to jump into it. Remember this live. There it is. Live happens, ladies and gentlemen. Live happens. Power of Ecamm. So, the first thing I want to talk to you about is the user interface. I'm going to show you the back end of my system so you can see kind of how that works. And I'm going to show you how easy it is for you to be a part of that. And I'll show you that in just a second. But the first thing we're going to do is we're going to talk about the user interface. Now, 90% of everything that you're going to see today is being done inside of Ecamm. I don't have to go to a third-party app to integrate it. That's still possible. You can still do that if you're used to using something. But most of the stuff I'm doing right now is being done by Ecamm. So what do I mean by the user interface? So let's take a look at the back of my screen. Actually, hold on one second. Let me get rid of 1, 2, and 3. And I'll put that there. I need to get that taken care of. And let's just see real quick. All right, perfect. Yep. Just wanted to get that there. All right, so now, oops, nope, get that back. Ooh, here we go. Bam. All right, so what you're looking at right now is the back end of my screen. This is what I'm looking at as I am talking to you. And what you guys don't see, what you get to see is the portion that's right here, right? This is what you get to see. You get to see just that. Let me see if I can do it. Is it this one? Yeah, there it is. You get to see all of this, right? So that's what you get to see. And let me turn this drawing off. All right. So now, what does that mean? For most people, some people might look at this and go, whoa, that's just too much. But here's one of the great things about with Ecamm. You can get rid of these things. So for an example, here's the sound levels. Maybe someone doesn't need the sound levels. You just click this X and then it goes away, right? So that's the user face. But that's actually a really great thing because then you can then be able to see whether or not you're muted. You can see whether or not you're clipping or anything like that. So, but every last one of these things, here's a sound effects you can get rid of. All of those, right? So that's the sound effects. Here are my overlays. And I'm gonna break down to you what those are. Not depth, but to see how that goes. But also, if you are having any questions, make sure you place them in the comment box because I want to get to your questions. I want you to know that your questions are valuable and I can get to them and answer them, right? But here's how I want you to do that. Let me see if this works. I found out something new for Ecamm today, and I'm telling you, I'm absolutely loving this. So here's how I want you to put your questions inside. It worked. Oh, wait. Let me go back. Yes, it worked. So I want you to place your questions inside with a Q and then with a colon. All right. That's going to give me the ability to get to your questions and separate them from the comments that are coming in also. All right. I love it. I just learned something new today. Ecamm continuously surprises me. We just had an update earlier this morning as well. So, but let's get back to the back of the screen. So if you have any questions at any point, please feel free to put them in there. Don't feel like you are going to interrupt me or anything like that. Your questions are very important to show you some things. Some I may not get to because it may be more advanced, but this is just general of why I love it, right? So here I have my user face. Here I have over here my camera effects. I can adjust my camera, and I'll show you a couple of quick things here. For example, let's say I wanted to go with black and white. Just by clicking that button, I now changed it to black and white. Okay, and that's actually kind of cool. I like that. I can go to sepia, some people call it. I can do a blur effect in essence, and I can control that. But I'm going to show you a really cool way of blurring it, right? A little different way of blurring it. But I can do all of these things simply by just clicking a button. All right. Now, what's also great about this here is I have the ability to change pretty much anything on the fly when I'm doing this. So let's say if I wanted to send a text, or not a text, but I wanted to put text on the screen. I would simply come over here to this section here, my overlays. And an overlay, let me break that down for you. Think it's just like the name kind of sounds. Think of an item that's being placed over and laying on the screen, right? It's being placed over some part of the screen and it's just laying there. You see this all the time on the news or other TV shows. Something pops up. That's basically just exactly what it is, right? So I click this text box and I'm just going to say, hello, we are learning Ecamm, right? And as soon as I do that, it comes up on the screen. Now, you can make adjustments to that. And again, you can do that on the fly. I don't want the background. I just want the text, right? I can do that simply like that by dragging the item. Maybe you can't see that, so I want to change the text color from white to, let's just go with yellow right now. I've learned yellow for me works good on the screen, maybe not as much on this one. But now that is simply how the user interface works. And here's how it looks. So now let's say if I wanted to make another text on that. Let me make that a bit smaller so I can move it over. But this is exactly what you're seeing is one reason why I love Ecamm, right? I'm able to make these adjustments that quickly, that easily. I've learned that when it's simplicity, it means you have more time to then do other things and you don't have to spend 30 minutes on this one project when it can be done very simple, right? Now, let's say I wanted to make another text using that. I'm just going to use a copy and paste essence, and then I'm going to edit it. And again, I'm doing this on the back end right now, and I'm actually typing doing this on the back end. You just saw what it looked like, but now you're seeing it from your end. So you didn't see me doing that, but it appears on the screen, right? So those are some quick things that I love about the interface and why it just makes it so simple for you. And I'm checking to see if I have any questions. And also for those who are watching who have not, go ahead and hit that bell and that subscribe button. Ding! Right there, so that you can get notified of all the great content when it does come out. We're breaking down tutorials, showing you how you can actually work this system and show up better for your clients and for your videos that you're producing on screen. Now, most of everything I'm showing you, again, I don't want to tell anyone anything that makes them think only Ecamm can do this. Some other systems can do it. It's just not as simple and it's not as easy, right? You have to do a lot more things, and I'm going to show you something else in just 1 second of why. So now I want to get rid of these texts that are on the screen. So I get rid of that. I'm going to come back here and show you something else as well. So let's say I want to put a timer on. I'm come right here to the timer system. Okay. As I click on that, it's going to bring up the timer that's down here. I have the ability to count down for an amount of time. I can then count down to a time of day, date, time, calendar, clock, stopwatch. I can do all of those things. And I simply place this here. And also, I can go to the next scene when finished. Now, why is that so important? I'm gonna come back to that and tell you that because on my weight screen that was here prior, you saw it counting down. When it got to zero, it automatically went to the next screen, and then I was like, "Hey, I'm here." I hate being on a system where it counts down, it gets to zero, and then it stays there. And I go, "Oh, I forgot. I'm supposed to be on." Right? Some people ask me, say, "Well, what if I'm not ready?" Then that's your fault. You should be ready. You should be prepared for your live, and we teach that inside of our course to show you ways on how to do that. Right? You should be ready because when it gets zero, it's showtime, baby. Let's go. Right? But now here's one of the quick things. So I'm gonna put that clock back up on there, and I wanted to count down from 10 minutes. Right? So you can see here 10 minutes. I simply had hit add. The clock gets placed there. I can then now maneuver it, make it bigger, do whatever I want with it. Let's make it a little bit smaller so it fits into that corner. There we go, right? Now I know I got 10 minutes for this meeting. I tell people, hey, I'm only going to be on for 10 minutes. Let's do this. Let's talk, right? Let's go. You can change the color. Again, you don't want that color. You're seeing me do this. Simply text. I want to change it to, let's go with blueberry, right? Blueberry, bam. Now it changes to blue. Again, for an example, in OBS, you can do this, but you have to cut and paste, not paste, but you have to trim and you narrow it down, and it gets very, very um, a headache. Just put it there, a headache, right? So let's go ahead and get ready to show you the next one, and I'm going to get rid of that. Bam, come back. So now the next thing that I love about Ecamm, it is the built-in features. A lot of times you have to go to third parties to be able to bring something in, to work with something. And Ecamm still has that as well, integration with third parties that come in. A lot of the things are built in. I'm going to show you one of my favorite built-in features that I love and that I use tremendously, and it just helps me out so much. So let's take a look and see. There we go, right? We got our dance on. So what is this that you're seeing here? This is, and I'm gonna show you how simple that is and how that works. But this is, I'm using green screen, right? So I can do that with several different ones. Let's bring up another one, for example. Okay. So as I'm doing that, I can have several different things on my screen. I can bring in all of these. I can even go with adding some music on, right? You want this party started, right? Get it, DJ Khaled. So, how am I doing that? Let's go ahead and come back to the back and show you. All right. And again, please, if you have any questions, any comments, pues después preguntas, let me know. I'm excited to show you how and why you should be using Ecamm as well. If you have a Mac, and I should have stated this from the beginning, I think I have it in the description, but it's for Mac users only, Ecamm specifically. But at the same time, you can do some of these in OBS as well, right? But look at this right here. I have over here my green screen. Okay, that's my folder with my green screens that are in them, right? So here I have it, confused John Travolta. I will click that eye. That means that it's hidden. If I click that, that means that now it can be seen, right? Now I'm going to show you how this happens. And yeah, let me do this. I'm going to bring in that green screen, but I'm going to find the folder really quick of where that is at so I can show you from the beginning. So let's go here, and I'm looking for that folder. So let's go. Is it in my Ecamm folder? I think so. Ecamm green screen. Yep, there we go. All right. So let's take a look at this right here. All right, now I'm going to bring it back so you can see this. So here we go. Over here, I have all of my items from green screen that I want. I won't go into how I got those. I just downloaded them from a third-party site, brought them in my folder. And so now I'm going to place those into the Ecamm. So let's say, for an example, I wanted to place, oh, here we go, live streaming here. All I'm going to do is simply drag and drop into my green screen folder that you're looking at here, okay? I simply drag from that folder into this section and I release it. It's going to ask me a question, prompt me to choose which one I want. I'm going to choose animated overlay because that's the one I want. It simply places it then on the screen. Now, here is the easiest part. You see this pencil here. I simply click that. I go down to where it says blend mode. I then now click on green screen and then it erases it by itself. I simply at this point have to resize it to where I want, put it in a location to where I want, etc., etc. Okay, that's the built-in user face. That's right, or the built-in features that I've talked about. It allows me to get to that point so quick, so easy. It's one of the absolute best systems that you can think of. Okay. All right. So now let's go into the next feature that is one of the most powerful things. It's the scene control. Control. Dun, dun. Oh, yeah, you know it. What is scene control? Think of it like this. You have, and I'm going to show you again, you have the ability, Maximus, you have the ability to control what's happening on your scene, on your screen. Think of it that way, right? Each one is a different action that's happening and it gives you full control. And here I'll give you a perfect example of what I mean with that, okay? So let's say, for an example, I bring this up on screen. I just changed scenes to let you know that on Mondays, at 11 a.m. Eastern, there are new episodes that are happening with LinkedIn. And then on Wednesdays at 11 a.m., which we have today, we go to our YouTube live. And then on Fridays, we have our couple ones with my wife and I, Friday After Dark. Okay, that's an example of me controlling the scene. I have the ability to change it and add things on, and they're different scenes. It's not the same one that you're looking at right now. It changed to a different one, and then I had things added. So that way, I have this scene that you're looking at now. Picture this, and I have three things on this scene that I don't want to affect. I want to make a duplicate of this and then place those items that came on for YouTube, LinkedIn, etc. because I want each one of those to be different. That's an example of what I'm referring to when I say that you can control those, right? So this has, man, I cannot express how much this has happened. And if you want to learn more about this, you can. So we're going to place, my team's going to place into the chat the websites and everything for our coaching program that we teach you how to do this specifically with Ecamm. But we also have a coaching program that we're doing, which is the VCA, which is the Video Creator Academy that we're creating right now that you can actually be a part of with our founding members launch. And basically what that means is you get in from the ground up at the lower price. So once it gets going, you get direct first access to getting you ready to be on screen and not be embarrassed, not to be focused, not to be overwhelmed, but to be proud, all of that stuff. You get to work directly with us. We have two programs. The first one we're doing is a Video Creator Academy, and that's what we get to work with. And I think I see them put it inside there, yes. But also, if you're interested in Ecamm, the stuff you are seeing now, we do have a 14-day free trial. You don't even have to use a credit card. You get access to it. And I'm an affiliate of Ecamm to let you know that right up front. You don't pay me anything. Ecamm does when you sign up if you choose to. And if you sign up using my link, I think it's inside of the, is it in there, Maximus? One second, guys. I normally put my dog up when I do these, but I was like, it's a nice day. Just let him kind of stay there. But now you see why, okay? But I'll put my affiliate link inside there. I'll ask my team, can one of you guys place that inside there, please, so that they can get it? All right. Thank you. They'll take care of it. So if you see the link in there, you can use that link, and then you can get the 14-day free trial. And that way, you sign up for it. They let me know, and then we're good to go. I think they placed it inside there already. And also, if you use my link and you let me know, and we check it, I will work with you with a 45-minute free consultation. Perfect. All right. So now let's get to the last one. The last one. This is the one that to me is the most important thing out of all. Is because yes, you can do all of those other things with the built-in features, the scene controls, the user interface. Those all are great for the software service. But people, community, it is the best thing. Matter of fact, today, Ecamm is holding a creators camp, and I was supposed to go to it, but some things happened and changed, so we couldn't get to it. But I'm gonna definitely be there for the next one, in which they're working and putting a camp together to teach people and camaraderie, but also teach how to teach better on Ecamm, how to use things better on Ecamm. I don't see that with other places. I was a StreamYard for such a long time. I didn't even know who the creators were. Not that that's a bad thing. They run a business. I get it. But we know Ken and Glenn. We get to speak to them, see their videos, ask them direct questions. They come on and they let us know if they're working on something new. They ask us to be a part of the beta process of that, to try to work out the bugs. Then you get inside the Facebook community, and there's like 25,000 people in there. You ask a question, someone's coming on and say, hey, I've had that same situation. I've had that. Hey, let me try to work with you on that. Here's how I fixed it. Here's what I did. There's so many great aspects to that. And the community is one of the best things. I know that if something goes wrong, we know who to blame, Ken and Glenn. No, but we get to see their faces. We have so much strong people in there who work with this. Doc Rock, Anna Fulgens, Katie, Stephanie Garcia. There's so many people I learn from. I watch, I see them. Rabbi David, man, I can go on and on. I'm speaking with someone from Ecamm, Dan Roth, speaking with someone at Ecamm that's in, I think, Portugal. No, Brazil. I think it is. We're going to be talking here soon. He uses Ecamm out there. So, but the community, and I want you to listen to this because here's another great thing that I got from the community, right? I heard this sound on a LinkedIn that was being done on Ecamm, and they played this music. I said, whose music is that? They told me the name. I contacted him. He said, hey, let's work this out. He sent this to me. So listen, ladies and gentlemen, I want you to hear this. Just take a moment and listen. Okay, I'm not gonna play the whole thing, but my point in that is that was created by someone in Ecamm, specifically for Ecamm. Wow, we have so many people in there who have their full-time work profession and they still use it, and it's just absolutely so great. So these were a few of the reasons why I enjoy Ecamm over OBS, StreamYard, and some others. Nothing, not taking anything away from them, because maybe you don't want to be at this level of capability. But if you're looking to upgrade your level of virtual presence online, then you need to stand out. Everyone else is using StreamYard, then stop. Right? It's so funny. My wife and I, we can sit down and watch a video, a stream, and we can automatically say, "Oh yeah, that's StreamYard," because they all use the same graphics. Every name placard has to be the same thing. The countdown timer, oh my goodness, is the same one. But now, if that works for you, then that's all that matters. But I'm reaching out and I'm talking to the people who are saying, I want something different. I want to engage and reach my people so much more than what I'm doing already, right? So those are just a few of the things there. That's it. If I don't have any other questions, if you want to ask a question on a replay, go ahead, put the hashtag replay in there, put the question in, and we will definitely get to it, right? Maybe you're watching this later and you think of something later, right? You go, oh, I need that, right? Yes, go ahead and put that inside there. Make sure you sign up for the free trial for Ecamm, 14-day free trial. Let me know if you have any questions. More than happy to work with you to show you some ways on that. And then also get ready for our VCA that we're going to be launching here fairly soon. We're just working out any of those small little bugs. We have a beta group testing, and we want to make sure we do that. And then also we're going to be doing, last thing, we're going to be doing a 3-day challenge in which we're doing 3 days to teach you how to show up better on screen, how to engage better with all of your viewers and your people watching on screen. That's coming up soon as well. And then we're doing a mini workshop here tomorrow. I think it is. We're doing a mini workshop tomorrow at 12 p.m. in which we are working on helping you with your elevator pitch, right? So we're gearing up for such a big season that's coming up, and we want you to be a part of it and enjoy it. So thank you. Keep those comments coming in as well. And then also we have something new as well. Let's see if we can we get to speak in the chat as well? Can you? Thank you. So we have a new program that we're using that's called Speak. It's basically an answer machine. Yeah. So what you do is it's web-based, so you don't even have to call. You can just click on your computer, send us a message, a voicemail, good, bad, or ugly, whatever you think of it, right? Just send us. You can do it anonymously. It doesn't have to be known. And you can send us some questions, ideas. If you'd like to be a part of it and come on screen at some point, let us know, right? So go ahead and do that. I think it should be in the chats. Let's see. Yeah, SpeakPipe, right? Go ahead and do that. And we look forward to it, ladies and gentlemen. Thank you all once again. My name is Lion Flood. Keep redesigning your life, living while you're alive. And my new saying, because I saw this movie and I loved it, is Andreas lentamente. My Italian peeps, did I get it right? Did I kind of get the accent right a little bit? Equalizer 3, Andreas lentamente.
Live your life within the moment, and don't go wait until the morning. You never know when it is over. All that I know is we'll get older. So let us dance this night away. Bodies move to the groove and the light that flickers. We get lost in the crowd, it's getting thicker.